Hello, YouTube. This is Majestic Native, and I'm broadcasting here again for you today. I'm happy to be here, where I will be your teacher, your host, and also your student. I came across a real good video. This video was about the Sigma male. And this video was so accurate when it comes to describing me and you know how I felt my whole life and kind of like an outcast, but not really caring, you know, because you know, but like I said, it's so much good stuff, you know. It would seem like bragging if I were to say it myself. So what I'll do is I'll play the video for you guys, and it's by a YouTuber known as Wise Thinker, and you can go on there and check out a couple different personality types. And kind of see where you fall, you know. If you want to take that kind of stuff into consideration about yourself, or you know, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But for me, this was very accurate and soothing. It kind of gave me a baseline of some of the things that I go through. So you know, with that being said, fair use, educational purposes, I'm going to play this video for you right now. Enjoy, people. Thank you.
Normal social dominance hierarchy of society. Sigma males are often the ones who step outside their comfort zones, create amazing things, start businesses, are quiet and confident partners, and hard workers. They are extremely attractive to women because they appear to be self-sufficient and capable of making their own way in life, not relying on anyone or anything to meet their needs. If you're wondering how to identify a Sigma, here are 10 characteristics that define a Sigma male and separate them from their beta and alpha male counterparts. Number 1. He loves being alone, but he values other people. One of the first things anyone will notice about a...
Hold on a second, I'm gonna grab my pizza right here out of the oven, and I'll be right back. Let's see. Okay, let's go, people.
Sigma man is how much they value their own solitude. Despite having the ability to turn on their charisma and charm whenever necessary, Sigma males are never more comfortable than when they're on their own. They're introverts who love having the time and space to think and decompress, because other people act like energy vampires around them, no matter how much those people may mean to them. With that said, Sigma males still understand the importance of having valuable people around them, because they know that they won't be able to accomplish all their goals on their own. This means it can be difficult to be in a relationship with a Sigma male, especially for women who are used to men who obsess and dote over them. Sigma men are best partnered with women who don't need to be around their partners at all times, because those kinds of relationships can end up feeling too emotionally draining for a Sigma man. Number 2. He is a silent leader. What comes to mind when you picture the traditional leader? Someone on the front lines with an entourage of officials or subordinates around him at all times. Someone who is always on the highest floor, making executive decisions. An alpha male who speaks loud, always looks big and intimidating and doesn't look like someone you would ever mess with. But Sigma males are just as capable as alpha males as being leaders, except they have their own approach to it. Sigma men can be counted on to do what needs to be done. They have the perfect mix of self-reliance, introspectiveness, and intelligence to figure out any problem and turn something inefficient into something efficient. You would always want a Sigma male on your team. You get the confidence and leadership of an alpha male with none of the downsides of someone with a large and fragile ego that needs constant validation. A Sigma male will never quit regardless of the obstacle or inconvenience. Instead, he will keep working at something until he finds a way around it. They are the types who aren't afraid to go do what needs to be done, even if it's unbecoming of a leader, because their utmost priority is the goal, not their image. Number 3. He knows how to adapt to different situations. Alpha males can grab a social group or a situation by the neck and make themselves the leader, but there are times when imposing your own leadership isn't always possible or recommended. When alpha males aren't given the respect or authority they think they deserve, they have a tendency to become a lesser version of themselves. And that's where a sigma male has the advantage. While a sigma male can be in charge if they need to be, they don't require the validation of being the leader in various social situations and power dynamics. They are happy to fit whatever role is needed for them at any given moment, meaning they are more fluid and flexible than alpha males, and thus more commonly successful in any situation. With no self-imposed expectations or pressures, a sigma male can be either a follower, a leader, or any position in between, as long as they know that they are being used efficiently and productively. The problem with this, however, is that this can sometimes rub other people the wrong way. The unabashed confidence and freedom to play any part can come off as arrogance, intimidating those around the sigma male.
Let me pause that. When you give someone props, when you give them the lead, and I don't want to say give them the lead, but you try to work well with others, and they still find fault with you. I mean, there's nothing you can do. When you see them, or when I see them, I can hold my head up high, knowing that I didn't do anything wrong to you. I've only tried to help you, and I don't hold any hard feelings. And if you hold any against me, I can't really take that seriously because I didn't do anything to you. But with that being said,
Number 4. He treats everyone around him the same way. So much of our daily life is built off social hierarchies, and it's something that we're first exposed to as early as school. Most of us end up knowing who the popular kids are, how you should act around them, and how you should act around the non-popular kids, and those habits, behaviors, and social structures follow us all the way to adulthood. Sigma males can't stand these invisible and meaningless power dynamics built off nothing but unearned social status.
not at all.
They totally reject the notion that you need to treat one person one way and another person another way, simply because there are some invisible rules dictating what kind of person he or she may be. So unlike most of us, a Sigma male is more than happy to treat everyone around in the same way. This is one of the reasons they make amazing leaders. They don't limit the voices in the room to just the people who've yes-manned their way to the top. They see value and intelligence wherever it may be, and other people don't intimidate them because they aren't competing with them. Number 5. He doesn't need a social circle to be himself. Alpha males tend to need structure because their personality revolves around the reflection of themselves off other people. They like knowing that they have control over others and they're manipulating others, for good or for bad. Their personality is so often built off the validation of the people around them. They have difficulty imagining who they truly are without the social circles they're a part of. Sigma males are made differently. While they aren't afraid of being a part of social circles, they don't drown themselves in social obligations and commitments the way alpha males do. They have the security of knowing that their personality exists fully outside of the bonds of other people. They don't follow trends, they often don't know what's going on in the world of celebrity gossip, and they can't stand the idea of being popular, let alone a social media influencer. He is the same person no matter what social context he may be in, and that actually makes him easier to deal with than most people. If you understand who he is, then you never need
Commercial.
to relearn his personality again. He'll never let anyone or anything around him change him.
It's a whole thunderstorm out right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it sounds really good. Very relaxing. As long as it don't hit this house.
Number 6. He understands the importance of silence. Sigma males are men of few words. You will almost never find them going on and on and on, chatting and gossiping about the little things going on in their lives. And this is because they firstly don't care about small, meaningless things that may no longer matter in a day, but also because they understand the value of protecting their own energy, and there are few things more important to a Sigma man than their own energy. But just because they tend to be quiet types doesn't mean they let themselves get pushed around. While alpha males can be described as dominant extroverts, Sigma males are best described as dominant introverts. They command the room by simply walking into it, with their presence and their aura, whereas an alpha male might command the room with their voice or actions. When dealing with a Sigma male, it's crucial to give him the quiet time he needs. Most people don't understand that silence between two people doesn't necessarily mean there's no vibe or connection, and being the person who can give a Sigma man the silence they need without being awkward about it is an easy way to make yourself a pillar in their life. Number 7. He hates living life safely. The Sigma male is unafraid of risks. That's not to say he's constantly imposing on authority or acting recklessly. Unlike full-on rebels, Sigma males don't have a problem breaking a few rules or taking some well-calculated risks if it serves their person. He doesn't do this to flaunt his authority or command respect from others, unless that's part of his plan, but to drive his projects forward. Every risk has a purpose. The sweet balance between pragmatism and idealism is exactly what makes Sigma males incredibly efficient leaders and partners. They understand the best possible scenario and produce situations that may not be as perfect but are better suited and more probable for a given situation. You'll often find Sigma males on top of the food chain in whichever situation they're in. They have complex personalities and hate being fitted into one box. As a result, you'll find that the Sigma male in your life is rarely an archetype. They excel as athletes, entrepreneurs, intellectuals, and creatives just because they're capable of broadening their horizons and adapt to excel in any environment. Number 8. He's incredibly self-aware. Introspection is one of the primary traits of a Sigma male. As opposed to an alpha male who projects himself outward for everyone to see, the Sigma male focuses on himself and how his actions impact his entire being. Sigma males know themselves extremely well. They know their strengths and are actively working towards improving the weaknesses they think matter. Instead of spending his time surrounding himself with people, you'll often find the Sigma male in his bubble analyzing what he could have done better. Even without the best social graces, they still manage to avoid drama because they know how to handle social situations and understand how to come across likable. As someone who lives their entire lives in their heads and doesn't really seek out validation, they'll surely appreciate it when someone finally notices the very special things about them. As introspective as they may be, Sigma males are still human like the rest of us and may get into trouble from time to time. However, they'll be able to patch up whatever lapses in judgment they had in no time and turn failures into opportunities for self-development. Number 9. He is the master of his own fate. Sigma males are independent self-starters. You'll very rarely find them in anything other than executive level and managerial positions. As deeply introspective individuals, they have a sixth sense for inefficiency and have a knack for breaking down processes into actually actionable steps. It goes without saying that the Sigma male is deeply ambitious. He may not always be the loudest voice in the room, but his convictions and morals remain strong even when no one's listening. As such, the Sigma male doesn't really conform to structure and tries to create a lifestyle that best suits his personality. His rebellious proclivity shines through here, whether it's in his work, his creativity, or his relationships. He pursues all these things without adhering to rigid structures and establishes systems that are more complementary of his goals and skills. The majority of entrepreneurs are Sigma male personalities. This recurring dominant trait from Sigma males pushes them to assert their position, take a stand, and build something for themselves instead of working for someone else. Sigma males are fiercely confident individuals who will stop at nothing to get what they want and transform their reality into what they want it to be. Number 10. It's hard to understand him. The Sigma male personality may be one of the hardest personality types to understand. Because he is neither beta nor alpha but unique in his own way, it's difficult to characterize his choices and his behavior because they don't really fit in our binary understanding of what it means to be dominant or submissive. If you're dating a Sigma male, one of the most difficult things about dating him is that he's not very vocal. His knack for problem solving tends to come first, which may not always be what you need emotionally. Combine this with the disinterest in playing by traditional societal expectations, Sigma males can come across as robotic, unfeeling partners. This could not be farther from the truth. Sigma males are among the best partners out there precisely because they're highly self-aware. They may not always communicate what they're thinking or planning because they live in their own heads, but that doesn't mean he doesn't take you into consideration. Sigma males are primarily solution-driven. They want to keep moving forward and help those he cares about become the best version of themselves too. This fascination for efficiency can come across a little unempathetic at times, but it's his way of showing you he cares. No one else lives by the motto action speaks louder than words, better than a Sigma male. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so I can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out.
Please charge.
So, the other personality types that he speaks of on his channel is, if I get them correctly, it's it's alpha, omega, beta, gamma, delta, and last but not least, sigma. Okay? Check them out for yourself. See what category you feel like you fall into. You know, that's about as far as I go into astrology. You know, as far as pertaining to my life anyway. So check it out. You know, see what you think.